Hi, this is David Bird. Today I'm going to be showing you a demonstration of moving data from Salesforce to QuickArrow through our real-time Salesforce integration. On the screen you can see a Salesforce instance. I am first going to go into an account. And I am going to build out an account. So I'm going to hit New. And since today is September 7th, I am going to do test demo September 7th. That's required on the screen. The other thing that's required is a industry, and basically for the use of QuickArrow, that's all that needs to be done. So I'm going to save this. Typically you'd save an account anyway, and then at some later date you would want to push it to QuickArrow. So on here you can actually see a checkbox that says push to QuickArrow. I'm going to edit and do that. The next thing that happens is, pardon the barking. Anyway, back to the integration. As you can see, once we've checked this, a message was created. It does not have a client ID, doesn't have a load issue yet, but it does have this check mark. This check mark indicates that a transaction has been sent to QuickArrow, and I'm going to just go ahead and refresh this screen. And you can actually see that now the check mark is unchecked. That means the transaction is completed, and you can see a client ID and a success, that it was successful. Had I left the industry off, for example, it would have come back saying invalid industry or something like that. So it reports errors as they occur. If we go into QuickArrow then and do test asterisk search, here's test demo September 7th. And it's built a client for me, and it has the link back of the message object that was built in Salesforce for this client. Now if we go back to Salesforce, I'm going to build an opportunity which will then be pushed over as a project. So opportunity test, I'm going to give it $20,000, close the date, stage right now is qualification. Go ahead and just fill a few things. And we need to say how many hours. So we think it's 200 hours. We're going to assign it to this department. It's hourly type project. Begin date, end date. Give it a template. And that will be filled in later. So when we hit save, notice we have a valid opportunity, but it's not qualified yet. Notice it qualified for quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the probability to 75%. actually 90. Hit save. Notice that now it says it's qualified. It's actually gone ahead and checked the send to QuickArrow, and it's built us a message going out. Behind the scenes, it's actually stored a message in our message database. And in this case, it looks like it has an error, so I'm going to go back and hit refresh. And apparently close date is not a custom field, so I will adjust this. And okay, I use this instance for more than one type of demo testing and a field name got changed. So all we can do when you do get an error like this, and this is what's nice about the system now, is it reports the errors back into Salesforce so that a sales rep can immediately know that what they have to do, if anything. In this case, I made a change in the back end of QuickArrow, and what we're going to do is just send this message again, which is easy. Just hit edit, check this box, and save it, and which will send it again. Behind the scenes, if I refresh this, we can see that there's another message in process right here. And as you can see, a transaction has completed here at the top. And if I go back to Salesforce and hit refresh here, I now have a client ID and a project ID and a success, and the send outbound message to QuickArrow is unchecked. Real quick before we go into projects, as we get messages in here, if one is in process or ready for a certain Salesforce ID, it marks the next one's duplicate. That's why you see duplicates here. When it's initially put into the system, it's marked as ready. Then we have another process that picks it up and marks it as in process. When it's completed, it either marks it as completed or as an error. We keep the message that came in here and the time it was published and the time it was processed, and some other information from the actual outbound message. The tables also consist of a client configuration table and a message status. This table has a copy of the message that came in, the message that this is the message that we sent into QuickArrow process. We also keep a copy of the process log. Anyway, back to Salesforce now. That's complete, so we're going to go into QuickArrow. I'm going to look for op test under the project name. Hit search. And here's op test demo, September 7th. And we have the dollar amounts, negotiation review, probability is 90%, Sales rep was me. Close date September 7th, as we described, and all this rest of its information. That concludes this part of the Salesforce demo. Now what I'm going to do is log out of here. And that will be it. Thank you very much.